There is a crucial difference between the Chevy Colorado ZR2 and the Jeep Gladiator that you should know about before you buy, and in this video, I'm going to show you what that is. On your screen is the Chevy Colorado ZR2, and whether you're buying one of these slightly used or brand new, you're in as serious an off-roader as a mid-sized truck gets. The one on your screen here comes in around 50,000 Canadian dollars, and if you want a 10-second review, I think this thing is the most impressive in terms of rough road ride quality, and nearly as impressive as a highway cruiser given its intentions. It looks like a beast, but it's probably quieter and more comfortable than you think after a glance. And the interior is probably the biggest weak spot to me. It's very simple and logical and easy to use, but just very simple. On the opposite end of the interior spectrum, it's the Jeep Gladiator. Shown here, an overland trim with $7,500 worth of eco-diesel power under the hood, and the most modern and upscale interior in the game right now, this tester does not come cheap. 10-second review, the diesel engine is remarkable, really punches up the performance of the entire thing. It's more refined as well, and easier on fuel. I love how light and responsive this truck feels at its controls and traffic. The nav system is about the best in the game right now, and the ride, well, that's actually the crucial difference I'm talking about. Both Colorado and Gladiator can be ordered with your standard pickup suspension or a specialty suspension system. Colorado's specialty suspension comes in the ZR2 model, which includes these Multimatic DSSV or Dynamic Suspension Spool Valve shock absorbers, and these are from a Canadian company, by the way. The Jeep Gladiator is available with a specialized suspension with similar intentions, and if you want your Gladiator on it, it's the Mojave version that you're after with its specialty Fox Racing shocks. But for the purposes of this video and to show you the difference between regular and specialized suspension in pickup trucks, I'll be showing you the conventional truck suspension in the Gladiator Overland instead. The key difference is ride comfort, cruising speed, and driver control of the vehicle over rough terrain. With these moguls, we can see the ZR2's suspension soaking up the abuse. The DSSV shocks have a special design that allow their sophisticated internal valving to take control over the damping force in real time, and across a wide range of conditions. It's quite literally soaking up the bumps. Inside, I'm much more comfortable and relaxed. I hardly feel a thing, actually. And if you watch the roofline of the truck compared to the bouncing tires and axles beneath it, you sort of see just how much of that abuse is not being transmitted into the vehicle. Translation, you can fly over rough surfaces like this and the truck just floats over it and you never even need to wince. This is obviously fantastic for frost heaves, potholes, nasty train crossings, and the like. It's like being on a pillow, since the specialized suspension reacts to the surface beneath and optimizes things as it goes. Springs, well, they just bounce. So in a similar test with the Gladiator, this particular Gladiator on its standard suspension system, we've got to slow down and be more careful. If we drive much more quickly, we'll be hitting the bump stops or getting the rear axle off of the ground, which is sort of fun but not ideal for control. On the standard suspension, more of the abuse from the surface beneath transmits into the vehicle, and you've got a maybe slightly higher stress level because you're just a bit more concerned by how the truck feels beneath you. You'll probably notice it in the split-screen footage. Look at how much busier the body of the Gladiator is compared to the ZR2 over the moguls. And that means that on board, the Gladiator is much more dramatic over this sort of surface where the ZR2 hardly feels it. So you can expect a very big difference in ride quality between your standard and specialized suspension systems. We just looked at how that looks in two of my favorite trucks for Northern Ontario, and now hopefully you can take that information with you and use it to help find the best truck for you. By the way, if you watch closely, you can see how the little rubber isolators in the suspension system, called bushings, get squashed and squeezed as you drive along, and that's why they can eventually wear out and need replacing. They take a lot of abuse. Well, thank you for watching. My name's Justin Pritchard. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you never miss a new upload. And until next time, take care and drive safe.